Greetings. This is Polly of the Spooky Polly. Usually I just watch the news from a safe distance on TV or on my computer. This time I'm actually there for an event. It's about the ICE agents nabbing those illegal immigrants on Canal Street. These people are vendors. They sell their stuff on the street. It's Chinese ripoffs. They're all illegal time. And this guy got grabbed. I didn't see them actually grabbing him, but I did see them bundle him up into the ICE vehicle. Now, upon the only YouTuber who was there, I imagine, so I said, well, Polly, you gotta say something on it. And maybe what it means in the long run. The protest quickly gathered around it. Now, they nabbed this guy. There's a whole bunch of agents there, about, I'd say, 20, 25. They nabbed him, and that should have been the end of it. They bundle him off, and then they take him down about 3 blocks to the courthouse there. I imagine that's where he's charged. But instead, all these people quickly gathered there. And now, let me say something. Because I was actually there. The people there were there, and there were a couple hundred there. They were just watching it. It's like me. It's news I'm watching. Because the camera's out there, they're giggling, laughing. This is just an event they're watching. There was, however, about 20, maybe 25, that actually got at the faces of ICE agents, screaming, yelling, obscenities, motioning obscenities. Let me tell you something. They're mainly women. And, yeah, they were white women. First, what made them think this was okay? What made these women think it's okay to start shouting and screaming at police officials, ICE officials? Yeah, they don't know what this is about. I myself did. I don't know how guilty these people are. Apparently some had criminal records. Okay. I do know that they're illegally. So, let me some background here. Because let you live in New York City, and every so often we're down Canal Street, you may not know how bad this was. Canal Street is a busy street. It goes into Chinatown, and literally, if you keep following it, it's the Manhattan Bridge. So it's crowded. These immigrants who are selling these ripoffs, what they do is they're like purses, wallets, all kinds of flashy junk that mainly women like. And they put it down there on a sheet on the cement and put the stuff there. So they get, near the wall there, and then near the end of the street there. So you got 2 lanes there of rug sellers selling their stuff. Well, you can only put one lane there for people to get through, and that's a crowded street. I mean, you gotta push and shove. And what makes it worse is the women that stop. You're in a single file line there, trying to go somewhere. All of a sudden, some woman in front of you stops. The whole line stops. Like I said, it's like only one can get through at a time. Oh, it's bad. And it's a rather dangerous place to boot. And I'm glad ICE did something about it. They noticed us. Good. So, these women are screaming and shouting. The officers will push them away. Let me tell you something. These women who think they're so brave, no, you're not. Those officers did not have clubs, did not use force. A lot of places in the world, if you tried that stunt, you wouldn't get off so lucky. Try it in Russia, China. See what happens then. Do it in England. See what happens there. So, they bundled these, because apparently there's more than one, about 11 of them. They bundled them there, and they take a few walks down to the courthouse. And followed it for about a block and a half there, just watching it, like most people just watching it. And then, This is what they should be doing. They should be protecting us. These illegals there should not have been there. It makes us look like that part of town. It makes us look like a third world country. This looks like a Baghdad bazaar. These vendors there, they get in your face. Hey, you're a female, they just know. You want a Persian? No. No, get away from me. Another way I thought it was done rather professionally. Blood rice. Also, the police were there, normal police. And, I think Homeland Security was there too. But I did the napping. Now, there's a short-term, long-term on this. Short-term, I thought this WS said it very well. The long-term, I'm a little worried. We're about to get Salman Mandani, an Islamic communist, as mayor of the city. Most of these liberals think he's just a communist. No, he's an Islamist. It has over 1 million Muslims in New York City. And they're going to do what they've done in London, Paris, and other cities. They will control it. Mandani has already shown in a primary he has enough muscle there to win a primary. You gotta start seeing Muslims, at least citywide, win these races. And the city's gonna turn more and more Muslim. And it has worked in London. This is what's gonna be happening. It's gonna be areas there that could be hands off for girls like me walking around like me. If they do this in other cities, what makes you think they won't do it here? What makes New York separate? I mean, the Muslims, the hard cases out in the Middle East are looking at New York and saying, aha, 25 years after we took down their towers, now we have a mayor. To go with London and other cities too. That shows their growth. There's also going to be a bad effect in Jews. Jews have had enormous control over New York City, its culture and its politics. That's going to be taken down a peg, because it's going to be constant here. Mandani's going to do one thing. The Democratic Party, which is generally believed this is a one-party city, they're going to split the Democrats in half. There's going to be that Jewish bunch in there and the Muslim bunch. Nah, I'm a Trumpite, so I don't like either one, to be honest. Still, I can see a lot of conflict here. You see these ladies, and you had to see it. To see it live. Out of nowhere, they start screaming and shouting. What they did, totally brought up. What's this hysteria that they just automatically don't act like idiots? Jeez. Anyway, I think that in the long term, the city may have to be invaded by ICE. I don't think the local police could do much about it. I think there's too many there. I'm surprised it happened now, because Trump is involved in LA and Illinois, in Chicago, and now he's in Portland too. Well, there will be some. And New York is pretty big. But it's just probably the first example of what's going to happen. What's going to have to do. If you want to get the immigrants out of here, this is what you have to do. I showed you what you have to do and how you do it. These guys had criminal records. We don't know what comes into this country. I don't know who these people are. And believe me, I'm in the position where I don't want to find out. So, I don't know if this is the beginning of continuing crackdowns or this just a one-off. But ultimately, the ICE going to come back and do this systematically. And I say yes. By the way, most people that were there were just watching it. It was just an event. You may see some crazies there on the news here. That's it. They were just crazies. That's exactly what they were. Crazy, hysterical women. Shame on you. Okay. This is Polly. I saw an event. Till I see you again. Bye.